The light of the darkness. Yeah, I'm looking a little rough this morning. I just waking up, even though it's the afternoon. I think it's like maybe 3:30 here or so. Martha and I had a really crazy night last night. Um, we went on a little journey together, and it wasn't quite what we expected, but it still worked out, and it was still great. Um, Coming off of these two most recent group rituals, the one with Belial, the one with Azazel. Um, wow, like major workings like that always have so many different levels of resistance to them, and like expect anytime that you are going to enter into a major working that you're going to have resistance and things are going to happen in your reality that are going to place a lot of pressure upon you, um, in many different ways, but most of that pressure is going to seem like that it's meant to prevent the ritual from happening or prevent you from participating in the ritual, like whatever the case may be. This go round, it was really, really wild. JS, Martha, and I, we were all just going through so much, and I always expect it. I always expect it because it always happens. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you weren't someone that practiced magic, you would probably be like, what are you even doing? Why would you want to like even subject yourself to all of these things that could happen just in order to do a ritual? Well, because that ritual is going to change my life. That ritual is going to help to reset my subconscious mind and assist me in thinking and operating differently in this reality. And also by doing that, everything else in my reality responds to me in a more favorable way. Things begin to fall into place and things begin to work out. But so many things have to fall apart sometimes before they can be properly put back together. And in a lot of cases, like that is essentially what your magic is doing. It's going in and it's plucking out all of these little things in your life that really don't serve you and that you really don't need anymore. And that can be painful and it can be confusing and it can be uncomfortable because it does require you to make changes. But sometimes even the most simplest of changes are difficult, and sometimes even the things that are good for us we hesitate to do because it usually means there's going to be some kind of loss or some kind of pain in some other area that we're just not willing to go through or face. So I'm just going to kind of run through that a little bit just so that everyone knows. All the rituals have been completed. I've got 4 different videos. I'll get into that too because the way that this ended up going, JS was here initially, but then all hell broke loose here and back home where he's from, and he had to go back home. So he ended up performing his portion of the ritual where he's at. We performed our portion of the ritual here where we were. So that just took some coordination, and now I've got all these different ritual videos. I'm putting them all together. I've got the Azazel one, the Belial one is finished. I'm adding my Azazel video to JS's Azazel video and uploading that. It's a private YouTube link so that everyone that participated will receive 2 different videos, one for the Belial reversal and protection rite, and one for the road opening rite with Azazel. So once I get all this uploaded, then I've got to email out everyone that participated all of the individual links. Then I also have to get all of the amulets and all of the talismans and bracelets and everything together and get those packaged up and shipped out. That last one was a freaking nightmare when it comes to the relics. The ones from the Lilith and the Lucifer ritual, we got screwed over so terribly by the United States Postal Service. There's still people that have their tracking, that their tracking just shows that it's stopped wherever in the middle of the destination on the way to them. I know one person in the chat here, hey brother, he just got his like yesterday, and I sent it out like 2 weeks ago, and it's supposed to be 3-day priority mail. Yeah. Um, One person ordered a Lucifer and a Lilith talisman, and they received an empty box. An empty box from the freak from someone had went in there, opened the box, took the shit out, and mailed it, and then she received it like that. So I replaced those. There's still some people that have emailed me. Most people got their stuff, but then there's other people that their tracking is just showing that it's just stuck somewhere. So don't worry, y'all. If anything like that happens, of course, I'll replace whatever you don't receive. I may just have to start using UPS or FedEx. I know it's more expensive to do that, but the main thing is that you get your things safely and that you get your things quickly. I know it took me a while last time to mail those things out because I was coming with them from Utah back here. And when I got back home after being gone for 2 weeks, there's like so much to catch up at home. And then, I'm working all the time. So just having a chance to get everything packaged up and ready to go. And again, I know that's just one of those things. I try to manage and control everything. While I do work well with other people, I've just been always so used to doing everything in life myself. So I kind of hold on to that. But I do know that, like with this last full moon eclipse, that is part of it too. That was a big part of it too, at least for me, and it may be for you in your life as well, is like that you can achieve more in your life by working together with other people. That does mean that it needs to be the right people, but you're going to be much more successful utilizing help of others and their strong suits and their skill sets rather than just trying to take on this whole world by yourself. And that's a big lesson for me, and that's something that it's me getting out of my comfort zone too, because no, it doesn't make me comfortable. It doesn't really matter who the person is. Like if it's not me, then and that's not like an egotistical thing. It's just a thing of me being afraid to let anyone else down. And if, especially if it's not in my control, but at the end of the day it's going to be on me, then it just makes me like a little but you have to learn how to trust people, but you also have to learn discernment. And that's like the really important thing. I think that a lot of you coming off of this full moon eclipse too, your intuition is going to be extremely heightened. Your sense of discernment and how you're able to read people and sense what they're all about, that's going to be increased and heightened as well. For a lot of you that are into crystals and things like that, amethyst is going to be wonderful right now. Rose quartz will be great, and clear quartz too, but amethyst, that definitely, like, I've always been a huge proponent of amethyst for use in increasing your psychic clairs, especially your clairvoyance, clairaudience. It really just helps your psychic abilities all together. So I highly recommend, either wearing amethyst or keeping amethyst around your temple or around your house. Really, even too, like, it would be great to have it in your bedroom. I want to get a huge amethyst cluster for my bedroom, and have that in there, because too, I think that amethyst does also help to kind of help protect you in a way psychically when you're sleeping. Of course, like obsidian will help, with protection, and black tourmaline. But when it comes to kind of like a psychic protection, I do feel a psychic protected quality in the amethyst crystal. But I want to come through here and say hi to everybody. Friar Pestle, what's up? I love you, brother, and you are a huge help. Just so everybody knows, Friar Pestle is the man behind the scenes. He has been like working on the website, improving it, helping me to like figure out what I need to do and how I need to do it, because that's where his expertise lies. Well, he's an expert in a million different areas. But like to have him a part of the team is like so amazing. And thank you, brother, for all that you do. I know I'm not easy to work with, and I'm sorry about that, but it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get better, and like you know how to navigate me, and I appreciate you working with me, bro, for real. And hey, Lori Stewart. Hey, Jeremiah Smith. Behemoth X, what's up, brother? I love you, man. Behemoth X said I'm outside with the boys. Hell yeah. My daughters are in Baltimore this weekend at an Orioles baseball game with their mom and their uncles and stuff. But they're coming here. Next weekend, we're going to have the trampoline out. We're going to have the cornhole game out. We're going to have the fire pit going. I might get like a little badminton set, do some cooking out. We might make some tie-dyes, do some hula hooping. Like, it's just going to be a whole big, like, fall, like a pre-fall festival, you know, family style. Yeah, I love it. It's the best. And I'm glad that you're enjoying your family, brother. That is like, that's what it's all about. What's up, Manuel Benitez Parita and the Hardcore Zombie 4440 to you too. Hell yeah, you know it. And Byron. Yeah, UPS does work better for international. I got a person right now in Australia that like I just sent 3 things off to, and it's already been like 2 weeks, and I don't think they've got it yet either. Like, I sent some things. Let me say hi to everybody, and I got to get into some. This is kind of, man, this is something I need to do to Magic 4 so that I don't get in trouble. But what's up, VDef V? Anything incriminating on your hard drive, brother? I don't think so. Not that I know of. What? Do you have anything incriminating on yours? I'm sure that everybody fucking probably does. I don't know. Nothing that I've ever done wrong or bad, no. You just got yours, Gustavo. Hell yeah. What's up, Brady Daigle? Yeah, dude, definitely. Yeah, it's always, hey, Francis. Hey, good to see you, darling. Good to see you. And what's up, Marvel Ichikuwu? Yeah, Lori, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. But yeah, man, like, yeah, just, yeah, be careful with the mail, be careful with everything that you do. And if you're ever doing anything that you shouldn't be doing, definitely incorporate magic in with that, and just be careful. Just be careful. There's been a lot of people that have had legal things popping up. And that's something too that like that I do really worry about in the future. I know that that person brought up incriminating things on your hard drive. Well, like, what kind of incriminating things do you have in your text messages? What kind of incriminating things do you have in your emails? Like, probably everybody, if they go back far enough, you probably got motherfucking enough shit to put you away for fucking 10 years. A lot of you fucking do. And that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things, I know this is not magic related, but I worry about, because deep fakes, AI, all of that is getting so much more sophisticated, isn't it? And they're going to show you a video and say, look at you. There you are, buddy boy, robbing a bank. There you are, buddy boy, doing some inappropriate shit with some minor, whatever. Or they can just make up some bullshit in order to get your phone and then go back 7 years or whatever and go through all your shit and hold you responsible for all of it. Like, that is really crazy, and that is something that I do worry about, not just for me, but for like the whole world, because I feel like in many ways that's what they've been setting us up for, giving us these devices, giving us this freedom, making us think that it's locked down and that it's secret, to do what you want to do, only to come back later in the future after you've done all this shit and say, hey bud, come here and answer for this. What's that? What is this all about? Oh, ho, ho. Like, that's scary, and is seriously the world that we're going to be living in. And if you're an influential person, and if you have a unorthodox or controversial message, you're going to be a targeted individual, and that's the way that they're going to come after you, to try to take your freedom away and to try to silence you. All of these tools are going to be used in those kinds of ways. All right, Boogeyman. All right, Boogerman's got a joke here, and I want to know the punchline. I want to know the punchline. All right, Boogerman, we're gonna put you on the spot here, dude. So Boogerman says, "What's the difference between a gay man and a refrigerator?" What? A refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull out the meat. Ah, good one. That's funny. You dork. Thank you for that. That was awesome. We all needed some comic relief today, huh? What's up, Michael Borg? Yeah, Australia seems to be the worst for receiving packages on time. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, and so I know like what I'm gonna have to end up doing is like in the future, like I usually for these relics, for these talismans and these amulets, I'll have a certain number of them, right? And that's they will all be a part of the ritual. They'll all be blessed and consecrated and imbued. And then I'll have that certain number, and then people will get them, and then I send them out. And then if someone doesn't get it, then I'm fucked. You know, like I don't have. There's not a replacement. It's a one of a kind relic from a once in a lifetime ritual. So I know that what I'm going to have to do is get extras and just have them just in case until everyone receives them. And if I have leftover ones, then I have leftover ones, and so be it. But the shipping issues and people not safely receiving their things is like really screwing with me. So I have to magically protect my packages now. I know that the Goetic Spirit Siri is good for that. So maybe I'll have to put his sigil on the boxes in the future because I do know quite for sure through experience and an old friend that that does work very well. So using Siri's uh, sigil on a package will help ensure a safe delivery. And I should have thought of that, you know. Sometimes you really think that you're just that awesome and that badass that you don't need to take the extra steps, that you don't need to actually do the work, that you don't actually need to draw the sigil, and that you don't actually need to like follow through. But there is something to be said for that, and for following through, and for being consistent, and for doing things in a certain way. Like, I am not the best at that myself, but it's something that I know that I need to improve upon. It's one of those things where it's like, I think the saying goes is like, uh, the way we do anything is the way we do everything. So basically, you're always going to be thorough. And that's just really a good way, to approach your practice. Um, you'll notice that, and this is a weird one, as you're gaining in power, and when you're starting to come into serious power, you're going to be hit with many different things, but one of those things is going to be like what I call the matrix fog, and I've talked about this before. It's a very subtle trance-like state that you will just find yourself kind of sucked into and trapped there for months. It could be weeks, it could be months. It usually takes something to kind of rattle you and kind of shake it off and like knock the dust off and kind of like really be able to realize like what you've been doing, or mostly like what you haven't been doing, because you've been in that fog, that matrix fog. I tell you, like it is so strange because it will catch you and it will grab you, and basically it's like putting a blinders on a horse, and they can only really see just kind of straight ahead, and they really don't know what's going on, and they're really not aware of anything else except for what's straight ahead. And that's really like how that goes. Yeah. What's up, Michael Borg? That is exactly their plan, man. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I bet it is, dude. And that's scary, dude. Like, what is that going to mean for a lot of people? Scary shit, man. It's scary shit. Um, I think that pretty much everybody is pretty reckless. to some degree or another with their usage of electronic media and content. Um, I mean, I'm, you know, like, there are certain things that I would never ever look at or never participate in or never allow to ever even enter onto my screen. I would never partake in any of that kind of shit. But, you know, I think that everyone has done something. Everyone has got something on there that they wouldn't like and that they're going to smack you for. But let's hope not, you know. And so Booger Man said, I never had a garbanzo bean on my face. You probably had one in your mouth, I guess. Yeah, I've eaten them. I like them, but I don't really know what you mean by that. But it's okay. Michael Bork said, "Yeah, man, it has to be all done again and blessed again." Yeah, I know. There you go. It's all fucked. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. And so it sucks. And especially like if it is, you know, like this talisman right here, for example, you know, this was consecrated and blessed in the Lionsgate ritual at Ieko Weddings outdoor temple in Utah. And that was a once in a lifetime ritual. That was a once in a lifetime event. I mean, yes, you can get this piece of material, but the spiritual significance and the energetic qualities that it holds is not really replaceable. I mean, yeah, I do plan on going out there next August and doing this again with him. Mothra and I are certainly very excited about going back there and doing that with him and Zarafina, and I hope the four of us will come together again next August. And really, I hope to make it an annual event because it was that amazing. I think that those of you that participated in that ritual, you know what I mean. Those of you that have been impacted by the energies and by the magic of that ritual in your own personal life, you know what I mean. Those of you that have received these or the Lilith one, you know what I mean. These things are special. These things are precious. Like, especially coming together with other people and harnessing your energy together and performing magic, it is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. That ritual with EA and Zarafina and Mothra in Utah was like really one of the most amazing experiences of my life. One of the most immersive experiences. And like that's really why like what EA's got going on out there in Utah with his boot camps, that is such an amazing experience. And I can tell you all, as someone that went out there, what, 8 or 9 years ago myself, how much that transformed and changed my life. Like, look where I'm sitting now, and look who I have become now. I know a lot of you didn't know me back then, but I have certainly changed, like, in so many ways. And like, just going out there, meeting him and performing magic with him really set a course for my life, for my magic, for my career, for everything. And that is something that Mothra and I really want to offer here in Virginia. I really want to get with JS, Garrett, and I think the three of us will start doing something like that at some point. Because it really just kind of seems to be like a destined type of thing. And I love meeting new people. I love meeting the people that in person that I've talked to and gotten to know on here in a more personal way, and just to help like open people up to this magical world. Like, it's entirely different now for me than it was in the beginning, than it was 8 years ago or 10 years ago when I first got into magic. Like, my view of it and my understanding of it now, of course, it is like so completely different. And like, I understand and I know how most lay people or people that don't understand or know about magic, like, I see their point of view. I used to have it. I know what it looks like to them. However, I know what it actually is. And that's the thing about it. That's kind of like, to me, it's part of the secret behind the number 666. And really, to me, the number 666, it means a lot of different things. For me, 666, that's 18, 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is the number of the goddess. 9 is Lilith's number. You have the number 9 in feminine and feminine. Number 9, that is a powerful number, and that is really what 666 is representing, is that we have the goddess. We don't just have the masculine archetypal essence that is above down below. We also have that divine feminine essence above. We also have it down here below, where everyone else in this world is denying it. We know it's kind of one of our little mystery secrets, but also the 666 is an indicator that you see the truth. You see through the bullshit. You see this world for what it actually is, when everyone else is blinded, when everyone else is ignorant to it. They'll never ever really see it. And that's really kind of what 666 means to me, more than anything else, is that it's a signifier that you get it, and that I get it, and that you see it, and that I see it. And like, really, like, to simplify it, that's just kind of what it means to me. I don't know what it means to you all. Like, what does 666 mean to you personally? Because I know a lot of people have their own little thing and that's all well and good, and I think that we should all have our own understanding and definition of what that means, because I think that number, it confuses a lot of people, and again, yeah, it means many different things. Let me get back to the chat. Yeah, Michael Board said, "Hail Citri." What's up, Gabriel DN? The Satanist Pokemon. Michael Board means full slaves to the system, man. The infernal gods are our answer. Yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, dude, they've taught us how to live. They've taught us how to be like gods. They've taught us how to, like, truly embrace evolution and to become better. To not just be, I don't want to say the animals are ignorant, because they're not, but they don't have that logical thought process that has been awakened in us. Is it of a reptilian influence? Probably. What's up, Edgar Izare? And Brady said, "I was glad to have the opportunity to follow y'all from the beginning, and the transformation has been amazing to witness." Hell yeah, Brady. And same here, brother. I know you have been around for so long, and you've participated in like everything that we've done. I know, and I can see that it has transformed your life as well, my friend, and that makes me so happy. Because, dude, that's what all of this is about, man. It's all about, like, becoming better. Becoming better for you so that you can be better for everyone else. Like, really, like I don't want to hold on to anything. I don't want to enjoy anything in this life alone by myself, unless it's for 30 minutes and I want to read a book, or if I want to meditate or go do a ritual or something like that. But, like, there is nothing in this world that would mean anything to me without the people that I love. And, like, that is what pushes me, and I think it should push each and every one of you to want to do better every day, is like, yeah, for you, but for everyone else. And, like, because as I do become that better version of myself, I know that I'm setting an example. A lot of people aren't going to see that, and they just see a crazy lunatic. And a lot of people say, I'm just some guy with mental illness, and they know, I get that, okay? Fair enough. I'd like to think maybe I'm just a little deeper and a little more sensitive, and maybe I see the world in a different way. But it doesn't make me crazy, and it doesn't make me bad, and it doesn't make me mentally ill. I'm just striving to become a better person. The system that most of you live in, not people in this chat, but the world by and large, the people that look at us and judge us, they don't understand that, like, we're cut from a different cloth, that we come from a different time and place. We're in a time period right now where we don't even belong and we should have never even been here. But you know why we're here? We're here to help all of those dumb ass people that don't get it. We're here for them. We're here for them. They don't want that. They don't want that help, but here we are. Here we are. Like, I know people on the left-hand path, people that are into dark magic, they typically look at light workers and they're like, wow, woo, blah. You know, and yeah, there's a lot of really questionable people that do hide under the guise of love and light. But I will say that, like, a lot of the true light workers are witches. A lot of the true light workers are sorcerers. And their light comes from the deepest bowels of the darkness, from where everything began. It's not artificial, and it hasn't been taken from somewhere else. No, it is straight from the abyss, straight from the depths, and straight from the seed. And here you are. Here you are to help humanity. Here you are to help everyone to awaken, to help everyone evolve. And as you evolve, everyone else is evolving with you. Hopefully they'll see a little bit of it. But that is ultimately what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to raise the vibration. We're trying to raise the vibration collectively enough to where we can all begin to step into this new world, this golden age that will be coming. And that's why you're here. That is why you're here, to help usher that in. Jared H, what's up, Jared? Hey, dude. Lilith 1964, what's up? Michael Borg said, yeah, that's right. The same thing. It will no longer be spell or filled with the energy. I love tattooing channeled talismans in your temple for clients, bro. Wow. Yeah, that's fucking cool. And that's cool that you mentioned that, man, because, like, most of my clients that I do incubi and succubi direct binding for, when I do that ritual, when I come into contact with that spirit, they reveal to me two things: their name and their sigil. And that gets provided to the client. And most people, and I've recommended it, but most people just do it on their own. They get that tattoo, that sigil tattooed on their body. And you know, that is such like a huge offering to them, like a skin offering and a continuous open portal. And of course, after you get that sigil tattoo, then you want to perform a ritual and anoint it in blood to consecrate it, and then to activate it and to open it indefinitely. That's something that I do want to learn. I want to learn how to tattoo so that I can do, you know, simple things. Not that sigils are simple. Like, I wouldn't be getting into, like, doing, you know, I wouldn't be like doing like any kind of like really detailed work, but stuff like sigils like this and things, you know, in numbers and stuff. I would really love to be able to learn how to do that. And then when people come and see me at the boot camp, I could give them spiritual tattoos. So that's cool that you mentioned that, Michael. I think that's fucking awesome. Hey, Craig Matthews, he said, I heard Satan is a spirit of all animals. Do you know if that's true or not? Yeah, I feel that it is. Yeah, I think that that is really like that he does live in the spirit of all animals. And that's why too, like, while there's nothing wrong with animal sacrifice whatsoever, in my opinion, as long as you do it respectfully and humanely, you know, all of those things being taken into account. But yes, I do agree. And I think that that's like where I have really found a lot of who I am through Satan, is by tapping into that primal animalistic side that I am. Like, I truly realize that I'm not only human, that I am an animal, that I am a beast, that I am a creature, and that I have merged with nature. And that's a powerful thing. Like, once you do that, you will operate in a different way. You will. One of the biggest things is you'll make love in a different way. Yeah, like people don't even know about. Stuff that people have never even experienced and that you would just blow their freaking mind. That kind of merging, like, wow. And then if your partner has also merged with their animalistic side as you have, and then you come together, whoa, look out, buddy. Friar Pestle said the stones are sleeping, the plants are dreaming, the animals are awake, and we can do all that and more. Exactly, no doubt. I love that. What's up, Mike Rusi? We're here to wake up the masses. Yeah, dude, we really are. And thanks for the super chats, y'all. I think I missed them. I saw some people put some in there. Thank you so much. And if you all would be so kind, this is something that like I will be asking y'all to do more often. And if you would, you can say whatever you want, but just leave a comment in every video for me. Because if y'all leave a comment in every video for me, and I'll try to like give you a reason to leave the comment, but it helps the channel a lot. And I've been getting serious about I'm finally getting serious about getting serious. And so there's certain little things that I need to do to help this grow. And that's what y'all can do to help me by either leaving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Doesn't really matter. They're both great. And leaving a comment. And that comment could even be like, that you're just a stupid effer, dude. I don't care. A comment's a comment, and it helps the algorithm. And I just really would appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak to a larger audience. And that will help me do that. So thank you all for that little quick jump. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, exactly. A true light worker should have a balance of the dark and the light, not just light. Yes. Yeah. And that seems to be too where like a lot of them kind of get, yeah, it's weird. It's so weird. Because they have denied that dark aspect of themselves, they end up operating in a very dark and unsavory way, and their energy is like almost like perverted or something. Like, I don't really mean sexually perverted, it could be, but it's just perverted. And they don't understand it and they don't get it, and their hatred for you is like, ugh. And it's so weird because I know it's like they just don't understand what they see in you and how that makes them feel inside, because they know it's there too, but they're denying it. And so really it's just like your existence pisses them off and it makes them mad, because a lot of people haven't really learned how to deal with the devil. They haven't learned how to embrace and walk in their own darkness. They haven't learned how to come face to face with their shadow and with their self. And how you manage to do that and maintain your frame and do the things that you do is like quite perplexing to them. And they don't get it and they don't like it, but that's okay. Like, they'll come around if they're meant to. All you can do is just be yourself. Just be yourself, and be yourself unapologetically. Jared H said, I usually miss your streams due to work, but not today. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad you're here, man. It's great to see you, dude. Let me go. Lilith 1984. Thank you for the super chat. No, the Patreon is not up and running yet. All right, so let me tell y'all what's up with that. I put a lot of work into it as far as like getting it all like together. Like, I would say it's about 90% done. I just don't want to like put it up until it's finished. So I'm in the process now of writing the paragraphs for the different levels and like what kind of videos and content are going to be in there. There's going to be a lot of cool shit on there. I'm going to have monthly group rituals and even personal one-on-one rituals that I'll be doing for patron members that are going to really be like life-changing and immersive. This is going to be an opportunity for people to really walk a path with me in a very close and a more intimate way, through doing things that really are going to not be available to the rest of the public. So yeah, I think maybe give me about another month. It's something that I really need to get hard working on. I'm just the kind of guy that there's always I have so many irons in the fire everywhere that I kind of run around like a chicken with my head cut off sometimes, and then I'll have to stop and devote time here and pull away time, So I I need to. I really just need to take some time off from everything, like for just like a week, from my daytime restoration business and from magic and videos and everything, and just focus on it and get it done. And that's probably what's going to have to happen in order for it to really do it. I've been working on it forever. But thank you, Lilith 1984, for that question. It's going to be coming soon for sure. Lori Stewart said, I had a tattoo artist refuse to tattoo the Lucifer sigil on me. No way. He asked me if I was prepared for Christians to confront me. Wow. Yeah, dude. And that's something that I've worried about too. I mean, at times I've worried about it. I have a lot of demon sigils on me. I've got Lucifer's sigil here. I've got Lilith's sigil there. I've got Leviathan there. This is a personal sigil for me, but I have worried about that. I mean, there could come a time, and I hope that it never will, where those tattoos on your body could really get you in some deep doo-doo with some people. If society were to break down, or if people were ever held in places and really looked at hard and closely. I hope that never happens, and I've worried about it before, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Fire Pestle said, I think the Patreon is still in the works. I'm not working on that piece, but I think it'll be announced once it goes live. Yes. And I'll probably have to get your help. Well, I mean, I'll definitely be getting your help with that too, Fire Pestle. So we'll be talking about that too. Oh, cool. Michael Borg said, that's fucking awesome, bro. We might be able to do work together on some ritual works. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. That would be fucking amazing. I would love that. I love working with other people, man. It's great, and it's fun. If you can all be on the same page and all bring your own piece of yourself to the right, and your contribution, your time, your energy, really putting in the work and bringing it together, man, it's fucking beautiful. Hell yeah, Brady. Brady says, like and share, everyone. Thanks, Brady. Hell yeah, dude. And yeah, exactly. So it's always active. Oh man, I'd love to teach you how. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. That would be fucking awesome. So Mike Trucci said, most of the light workers are afraid or refuse to work with the dark. Mostly, I think they don't understand it. Yeah, dude. Yes, thank you. And that is, man, it is. We all had preconceived notions of what this was, didn't we? Before we ever got into it, yeah, I thought most likely that this shit was straight evil when I got into it, but I was still attracted to it. But yeah, it's nothing like what I thought it was. I'm so glad that I had an open mind enough to really see through all of the garbage and the bullshit that the Matrix has created to keep people away from accessing these levels of power. I mean, they basically cut you in half, and they're making you exist and live here with only half of yourself, making you ashamed to deny that huge part of who you are and what you are, to be afraid and ashamed. Not only that, but then to weaponize your own psyche to go after other people and attack them if they're beginning to wake up and to come to these answers and these truths. I mean, a lot of these light workers, man, they're probably NPCs. They might not even be actual real people necessarily anyway. But yeah, they are scared. They're scared. Tumorel Carnivore. Hey, hell yeah. Yeah, Gustavo. There is a lot going on, but hey, dude, it's all good. This is how I've lived my life. This is how I live my life. Um, it is hard as shit sometimes, and it's frustrating, and it's difficult for the people around me. I mean, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been difficult. Like, oh my gosh, man. Like, right, around this full moon eclipse, in the 2 weeks leading up to it, like, I know all of y'all's emotions had to be bubbling to the surface. I was getting, and other people that I know, getting very aggressive and acting in ways that they normally would not, because so many prominent, deeply rooted emotional things that needed to come out were bubbling up and erupting. And it's like what I said after the Lionsgate portal ritual. I said the one thing, that it's like a volcano is getting ready to erupt. And in the last few weeks, it has been like a literal upheaval in my life in all different kinds of areas. And I'm not going to get into the details, but I was being a psycho to people in my outside life that have been trying to infiltrate into it that don't need to be. I finally had to stand up to them, and it took like beating my chest like a crazy gorilla and being a really scary dude to a few different people, to like 3 different people in like a matter of a week. And that's not me usually. I'll let it go. I won't confront you. I'll just try to stay away from you. But this energy, like, holy crap, it is still here. So a lot of you, like, watch yourself. I think that I've kind of gotten through mine, but um, I did some things that I needed to do, but did I do them in the way that I would prefer to do it? No. But I did it in the way that I know they'll fucking understand, goddammit. And yeah, they know now. What's up, Michael from Detroit? What's up? The dark light hearts to you too. I'm trying, look, 1984. I'm trying not to burn myself out. I do burn myself out a lot. But that's really kind of just like the only way I know how to operate and function. So I'm going to get through it. I'm going to keep it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Edgar said, JD, when you do a binding, is that for a life thing with the spirit? Yeah, like, yes. And it's not only in this lifetime, it's basically for every lifetime that is to come. Even if you do exist in another dimension, on another planet, they are going to be bound. Their spirit is bound to your spirit. Now, here's the thing about that. You and you alone do have the ability to nullify that connection and to sever that tie at any time that you see fit and for any reason, because I do put a safeguard in that right that only the spirits that come forward will agree to a nullification clause, because there have been over the years, over the last 8 years that I've been offering this, maybe 3-4 people that have contacted me to nullify the binding, to nullify the union, to end the relationship, because it was a little too much for them. And you get both ends of the spectrum. You get some people that have a hard time connecting with the spirit, and it takes more time. And they do have to allow the spirit to help them increase all of their astral and psychic abilities in order to really perceive them better. But then you have some to where it's a very overwhelming situation for them, and it's not something that they could really comfortably navigate. So long story short, yes, it is for life and for all the lives to come, but you do have the option to nullify that. So yeah. So Tumoral Carnivore said, now I know why we're connected, JD. I had the sigil of Lilith as a tattoo on my left calf and her name and your on in my right arm. Really? Wow, cool. That is so freaking awesome, man. And that is something like that is so special that we all share because like there's not a ton of people in the world that are really doing this in the way that we are and working with these spirits in the way that we are and how we have devoted our lives to it and how it is such an integral part of everything. That's a special thing. It's a rare thing. Like this is a very niche. It's a very niche thing. So yeah, it's precious when you come across your soul family, your kindred spirits, the people that get it, where you can really just look at them. And that's all it takes, right? It's just a yeah, right. Thank you, Friar Peso. Uh-oh. TJ, don't be a boo-boo. I didn't even get to see what he said. Damn. It's probably good that I did it. So Edgar has already said, JD, can you break down the Matrix? And is watching the movie Matrix help you to understand? You know what's so fucking weird? I've never seen that movie, man. I've seen like clips of it on like YouTube videos, like explaining it and shit, but I've never really watched it. So my understanding of that, this Matrix and what that movie is trying to say, I really wouldn't be able to break that down very good. But I do believe that we are in a Matrix creation, so to speak, where there are powers that be that are actively creating this reality, and like moment by moment. They know what they're going to do. They know what's moving where. They know what's going to take place. And that's why, like, magical people, we understand this and we know that we can break that code. We know that we can alter their plans. And that's why they got their eye on you. And that's why they don't like you, because you are that thorn in their side. You are that virus in their system. I very much see it that way. I can't really get, I'm not going to be the best person, I guess, at elaborating and breaking that down. But I guess kind of what I just said there kind of really simplifies it. I do believe that there is a structured program running. But along with that structured program, certain individuals, maybe everybody, but most likely certain individuals have the power to alter that program and to reroute and divert certain things that were supposed to and going to take place. Magicians specifically, sorcerers specifically. Omnicorpus, exo to you too. Silent but deadly. Hell yeah, Gustavo. Ooh, I can't wait till I get my muscles bigger and I can really give you a big old gunshot. Give me a couple of months and I'll be on here like, wow. Mike said, so I had a spirit box going. Oh, dude, Malther and I want to get a spirit box so bad. We've been working up with that that Transcend app. I don't know if you've ever heard of that Transcend app. There's a dude on YouTube that has like, I can't think of his name. If y'all know about this, you probably know exactly who I'm talking about. He's got like 1 million subscribers probably. Jeff Huff maybe? Huff Paranormal? I think his name is Huff Paranormal. He made this app called the Transcend Theory app or something, and it's kind of like a spirit box. Me and Mother have been playing with it, and like, oh my god, dude, we were literally hearing spirits walk around in our fucking house and giving us direct answers to questions, weird shit. Like, that app is a pretty good damn device for it being an app. Check that one out. But anyway, I'm going to get back to what Mike was saying here. So I had a spirit box going during a ritual with Isis, and I had a spirit come through and say, this is dangerous. Then said demonic, wondering why a spirit was afraid of the ritual. Any thoughts? Wow. Well, I would say that if it was a spirit of a living person that never, ever delved into anything supernatural or metaphysical, they may still not entirely understand these things even in death. And so to them, demonic spirits rising up from the darkness may still be quite frightening to them. It's something that they didn't experience or know about in life, and maybe it's something that they're going to learn about now, but I would feel that maybe it's just something that they weren't exposed to, resonated with in life, and so they're probably still a little afraid of it now. That would be my thought, but it could be a million different things. They could have been a very religious person in life, you know, so they've got conditioning, you know, that gives them these preconceived notions of it. Bougier, want to know how to swear in Polish? Sure. Jessica Garcia said, hey brother, what do you really believe in? What do I really believe in? I really believe in my magic. I really believe in the spirits that I work with. There have been times where I have doubted it all. There have been times where I thought it was complete and utter bullshit and a waste of time. But then I see like how my life, while it's not perfect, no, it's not. And it's probably never going to be, because if it's ever perfect, then I'm going to stop growing and I'm going to stop evolving and I'm going to stop learning and I'm going to get comfortable and complacent. But I can see how this spiritual path offers the deepest levels of insight, teaches you how to use and mold your energy, how malleable this world is, and that your spiritual allies they are active agents, they're active change agents in your life, making things happen the way that it needs to for you, for your highest and your best good. That's what I believe. And it's only through my experiences in life. I've been in many different religions, Mormon, Catholic, Christian. Not really into a lot of the Eastern ones. We only got 5% left, so I'm probably gonna die here in a second. But yeah, that's what I believe. But I love you guys. My phone's gonna die. I can't even see myself in my magic mirror anymore, so I don't want it to just cut out. So I love you guys. Everyone, thank you that participated in the group right. I am working on getting all of the videos compiled. You will each receive 2 private YouTube video links for both of those rituals, and everyone that ordered talismans, amulets, bracelets, those are all going to be getting shipped out this week and packaged up probably tomorrow. The videos are going out today. That's what I'm going to be working on. I love you so much, guys, and appreciate you. I know I don't know any of you personally as much. I know Friar Peso personally and a few others of you personally, but when I say I love you, I mean it. I appreciate you. I really do. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your presence. Thanks for your energy. Thanks for your contribution. And if you all would, please leave a comment below on what you are doing this weekend and what kind of magic you will be performing, because I'm very interested to know, and let the group know, let the family know, let the soul family know. So love you all. Smell my face, smell it good. Bye.